Today's video is on packing your makeup bag for a holiday. My name is Pritha. I'm a doctor working in London, and in this channel I speak about things I love. If you remember, a few weeks ago I had offered my top tips on traveling light. If you need a recap, the link is right here. And if you have not been here before and you like what I say, the subscribe button is right there for you to press. I love to travel. In fact, every few weeks you'll find me jetting off to a new destination. Most of the times I don't want to pay for check-in luggage, and I also don't want to spend a lot of time waiting for my luggage to arrive at the conveyor belt. So I always am prepared to carry hand luggage only, which means that my cosmetics have to be limited in number as well as the volume. I'm going to start with the skincare and hair care products, and since most of them are liquid only, they need to go in this airline approved plastic bag if you intend to carry them in your handbag. I always have this bag ready. Now this bag has been with me for eons. I've been reusing the same one. I am very much against single-use plastics, and in fact these bottles too, so don't go by the brand of the bottles. The product inside can be anything. I just keep filling them up with fresh products. So I have got probably the worst hair in the world, and I have to be very careful about what I use for my hair. So I've got this shampoo, conditioner and hair serum that I have been using for many years, and I do not want to change the brand at all. Then for my face, I have got a face wash, and I have got a moisturizer which also acts as a sunscreen lotion. I have got very oily skin, which means I do not really need to coat my skin with a lot of cream, which also makes things convenient as I get away without carrying a lot of different things. And I've got this tiny little bottle of lip balm, which may not be needed to be carried in a clear plastic bag, but it's a small thing which doesn't take up much space, so it's okay, I guess. The other thing that I quite happily carry is this little spray bottle. It's filled with oil. It can be any oil, olive oil, coconut oil, or any cosmetic friendly oil. Now this I use as moisturizer, body oil, as well as a makeup remover. So it's quite useful because it has got so many uses, and if you have got dry hair, you can also use that oil for your hair. So it really is quite handy to have one oil fits all. And I'm quite happy to show you this. This is a perfume atomizer. It's quite small in size. It can be filled up with any brand of perfume. So I'll just give you an example. I have this Penhaligon bottle. So I'm going to take in any perfume bottle, you can actually take the top off, and you can see this bit. So this perfume atomizer has got a tiny hole. You just fit into this and you press, and it's going to fill up. It's available in many different places. Online I've seen several vendors sell it, so it's not something that's rare. So if you want, you can easily get it. This is useful because this is really quite small. It fits into any bag, and I can fill it up with any perfume I want. So I don't really need to smell the same on every holiday. So for makeup, I have this bag, once again, always filled up with makeup products that I carry for my travel. If you ask me to get ready in 5 minutes, I'll be done packing in 5 minutes and ready to go to a new destination because everything is in order, everything is always in place. For makeup, I start with my face. Now you obviously need to moisturize your face before you wear any kind of makeup. That's rule number 1 of makeup. And for that I use the sunscreen come moisturizer, which I had showed you before. After step 1, the next step is foundation. Now when I'm at home, the foundations I use are liquid foundations, but because I want to limit the number of liquids I carry for my travel. For makeup, I've kept everything to powder only products. Since I've got oily skin, it doesn't really make much of a difference. So the foundation I use is a powder foundation. Now this one is Bobbi Brown, simply because I had lots of Bobbi Brown as I was in love with it. But nowadays, because of concerns over animal testing, I have moved over to other brands, but I don't want to throw these away, so I just want to, finish them off as quickly as possible. Get a foundation which fits your skin type as well as your skin color. If powder foundation is not your thing, then by all means go for a liquid foundation. Just find a travel size, or even if you have a big bottle of foundation, just reuse one of the travel size bottles you may have had from before and fill it up with your foundation. I'm going to show you my eyeshadow palette. So this is Bobbi Brown, but it can be anything, any brand really. Just to show you the colors of my eyeshadow palette. So there's one prime color which is like a neutral shade that goes all along my eyelid, starting from the undersurface of the eyebrow to the upper lash line. Then there's something like an enhanced shade. Now these are all in brown because brown is a color that suits my own skin color. So this brown is like an enhanced shade that goes on my eyelid up to the crease. When I go out during the daytime, I use these two colors and I just put a little eye color pencil, brown pencil over the lower lash line, and that's it, done. And then I've got like a darker brown shade to smoke out my eyes, and if I want, I can really create an intense smoky look with this color. And then there's a glittery look in case there's some parting to do and I just want to add some disco oomph to my eyes. Now the reason why this palette is particularly important or useful for traveling is because the dark brown color, I also use this to shade my eyebrows, so I don't need a separate eyebrow gel or eyebrow pencil. I've got an eyebrow makeup brush. I'll show it to you in a second, and I use it with this color to really shade my eyebrows. And also these eyeshadows can also be used when wet and gives a more intense pigmented color. So the same eyeshadow with a wet smudger brush I use to line my eyes as well. So I don't need to carry an eyeliner. So this acts as eyebrow color, eyeshadow, as well as eyeliner. Now samples are excellent for carrying in your travel bag, whether it's makeup bag or just skincare or hair care bag. And in my bag at the minute, I have got this Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes sample, which I just received last week. Having this meant that I could get rid of the old big mascara bottle and instead have this that takes obviously much less space. And as I mentioned before, during the daytime, I just put brown eyeshadow on top and color the lower lash line with a brown color pencil. So this is it. Also, if I'm doing intense smoky eyes, I also use this to, build up color on the eyeliner and also definitely on the lower lash line. For my cheeks, I have this quite brownish pink blusher. It goes well with my skin color. For you, it may be a different color, but it's just one color that I use. If I am feeling a bit adventurous, or if it's a party kind of place I'm going to, then I also have got a bronzer. Once again, the bronzer is optional. I could have not kept this in my bag, but I really want to finish this off. I have no idea why I bought a bronzer in the first place. I mean, look at me. I'm a brown girl. I certainly don't need my bronzers. The other important thing that I have that I really love is this tiny lipsticks, 3 lipstick kit that I had got from Charlotte Tilbury's. I think it was a Black Friday sale last year. It has got 3 colors. The first one I absolutely love. It's Super Cindy. It's like a pinkish brown color that goes really well with my skin color. And this is the one I use most often when I'm traveling. The second one is not a color that I would normally wear, but my husband loves to see me in red lipstick, and this is as red as it can go. This is Karina's Love. When I'm feeling adventurous, I go for this, and in the evenings if it's a fancy place I'm visiting. The third color is Kim KW, a color I hate. I mean, this may be a lovely color for many people, but for me, it makes me look anemic. It makes me look like I need 2 pints of blood, and I only use it like a highlighter of sorts. But it came with this pack, and it's a tiny pack. It's very good for traveling, and so it's part of my travel makeup bag. Have I missed anything? Oh yes, the brushes. I've shown you my eyeshadow brushes. I can also use my fingers for eyeshadow, so I don't necessarily need to carry these brushes, but I've got plenty of space. I travel very light. I really don't mind carrying these 2 extra brushes. It isn't going to add much weight. And this eyeshadow brush, this I probably can't do without. I also have had this little kabuki, tiny mini kabuki brush. I got it as a sample from somewhere, I can't remember, but anyway, I use it for my blushes. And since there's a pencil involved, I also carry a sharpener because you never want to end up with blunt makeup pencils when you're wearing your makeup. A couple of other things that probably will be handy for you when you're out on your holiday. One is shower cap. Now this is a hotel shower cap. Most hotels have shower caps, but you never know, you may end up staying in a hotel where there's no shower cap, so this can come in handy. Also cotton wool probably. I mean, nowadays, as I mentioned, for makeup removal I use an oil, so I just smear my face with oil. It eats up all the makeup, and then I wash it with warm water, and off everything goes. The towels need a bit of clean after I dab my face though, but anyway, that's something that can be dealt with. The other thing that you may wish to carry in your travel makeup and cosmetic bag is safety pins. You never know when you may end up having a little bit of wardrobe malfunction. So those are the things I have in my travel makeup bag. I think this is quite concise. This helps me achieve my purpose anyway. If you have any suggestion, or if you have any smart ideas for travel makeup, do let me know, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.